Hi, this is Dr. Daniel Amen. Today I want to talk about our hashtag HurtBrainsHurtPeople. Now, it's very controversial. It's really easy to say when somebody does something awful, heinous, terrible. It's easy to say they're bad. After looking at just about 100,000 scans on people from 111 countries, I'm like, wait a minute. We should at least put the brain in the conversation. So I know a lot of people remember 1999 and Columbine. And when Columbine happened, Sharon Begley, who was working at Newsweek at the time, called me up because I just released my book, Change Your Brain, Change Your Life. And she said, why does that happen? And we had actually been able to get the scans, the brain scans of Kip Kinkle. So some of you people may remember Kip in 1998. He was 15 years old. He brought multiple weapons to school. He then was caught, arrested. And when his parents picked him up from jail that night, sometime between 6 o'clock that night and 8 o'clock the next morning, he murdered his mom and dad. And then he went back to his high school and shot 25 people, killing 2 more. Horrible, heinous. It's as bad as it gets, right? And as part of his trial, they scanned him at Oregon Health Sciences University, and then they sent me the scans. And for 15, his brain was awful. I mean, it's one of the worst 15-year-old brains I had ever seen, likely because at some point in the past, he either had oxygen deprivation or some type of infection. Yes, he did something that's horrible. And yes, he's responsible and he should go to jail. But if we take the brain completely out of the equation and just judge him as bad, one, we don't learn anything, and two, we cannot rehabilitate him. So what I get really excited about is we see a lot of troubled people, domestic violence, kids who've run away, kids who've had problems with temper and aggression. We've seen a lot of families where there is abuse and violence. And when we take really good histories to understand their lives and we image them, those two things together really help us get a biological understanding of what's going on, a psychological understanding of what's going on, also a social understanding, because there's clearly interactional components to aggressive behavior. And really, there's a spiritual interaction too. Why am I here? Why do I exist? What are my sense of morals and purpose? And so understanding each of those areas is critical. But if you never look at their brains, you don't know. And so what we've been advocating, if you struggle with your temper, if you struggle with emotional trauma, that somebody should look at your brain, because it's been our experience that hurt brains often hurt people. And the most exciting, and I'm going to leave you with this story because I actually told it earlier today to someone who was visiting him in clinics, and it makes me cry. So I got this letter in the mail from the mother of Dale. And it had a picture of Dale in an Army uniform. And what she said is, Dale died a hero because of you. And I'm like, wow, what a way to start a letter. And the story was, when he was 17, he actually came to Amen Clinics in an orange jumpsuit. So that happens periodically. The prison van will come up to the clinic, and somebody in shackles and leg irons in an orange jumpsuit will come in, and we'll scan them either as part of a trial or to understand what happened. And so he's 17. And when we scanned him, he had clear evidence of a traumatic brain injury and ADD. And so we treated him in the way we treat people at Amen Clinics. And that turned his life around. And a couple of years later, he went into the military. He excelled as a special forces person, which means he's really excelling in the military, and ended up dying a hero in Iraq. And his mother said she was so grateful because he died doing something he loved, and he went from being, quote, what most people would say, a bad kid, to someone who had meaning and purpose. And I'm just not okay with throwing people away. That if someone is struggling with their behavior, we must look at their brain to see if there are things we can do to heal them. It's why I wrote Change Your Brain, Change Your Life. I mean, it's really the mission of what we do at Amen Clinics. What we've learned is you're not stuck with the brain you have. Even if it's troubled, we can help you make it better, and we can prove it. So we're really excited about that. But I just want you to think, hurt brains hurt people, and healing brains can lead to healing in relationships. Thanks for being part of our community.